Good morning, students and Saira. Let us learn the next part of EVS 1, lesson number 17, My Upbringing. Let us start by learning the new words. The first word is leprosy, leprosy. Leprosy was a kind of, major disease wherein the skin was infected with, you used to get a major skin infection. Means whenever the person who is affected by leprosy, you can't even see that person. His skin on the hand, on the face, his full body used to be big boils. Nobody can go closer to that person, and it was spreadable. Like it used to spread fast from one person to another, infected person from one person to another. So leprosy was a major kind of skin disease in the earlier days, in the past days. Okay, now leprosy is not there. Medicines and treatment, because of that, leprosy is now gone forever. But during those days, people were infected due to leprosy, which was a very serious skin infection disease. Okay. Second one is handicapped, handicapped. Now, handicap means when you lose one of your body parts, like if leg or hands or ears, okay, or eyes, when blind, that person is known as handicapped. Okay, because it may be because of some accidents that person has lost one hand or leg, okay, or because of some disease he has lost his any part of the body, so that is called handicap. Third one is immensely, immensely. Immensely means deeply. Okay, when you're studying about something immensely, you want to know more and more about that particular thing. That is deep observation or deep studying or deep knowledge about a particular thing. Okay, immensely, it can be anything. Then fourth one is unconsciously, unconsciously. Unconsciously means you're not, aware of what you're doing, and you do certain thing, like unconsciously means without knowing you do something unknowingly. Okay, that is called unconsciously. Last one is influenced, influenced. Influenced means when you're, you like something and you are influenced by that. If suppose you're for example, your teacher, one of your favorite teacher, when she teaches you or she's telling you some story, and you get inspired, you get influenced by that particular thing, that means you have liked that particular thing and you have decided that you are going to do it further. That is influenced by something. Okay, when you are attracted or when you want to do that thing, you that is influenced. Okay, now I'll show you a picture of a famous social worker. Many of you must be knowing him, many of you must have seen for the first time. This person is Baba Amte, Dr. Baba Amte. Now, Baba Amte was a great social worker. He's not alive now, but he was a great social worker of India, of Maharashtra. He has worked, you know, he has put his heart, mind, body, and soul towards the poor people of the villages. Those villages and tribal villages where the people of means tribal people live in that village, that you can say Adivasis people in that village, where the village is having no water, having no electricity, very poor people. In those areas, this person has worked effortlessly to bring, to help them to come out of the sickness, because he himself was a doctor. So he used to cure these people free of charge. He used to give them nutritious food free of charge. He used to look after them as their own child. Love and care. Through love and care, he achieved everything. He was a great and a very, great, loving, caring social worker. And that is Dr. Baba Amte. We are going to learn something about him. Baba Amte spent his entire life in social service. What is social service? When you give your time for some good cause without expecting any returns, like without expecting any money in return, without expecting some things in return, that is called as social service. When you're doing some work out of love and care towards something, that is known as special service. And Baba Amte spent his entire life in social service. His lifelong goal was to serve people suffering from leprosy and also other handicapped people, and to help them stand on their own feet. Yes. So leprosy, I told you, was a serious, very serious skin disease, in which when one person is infected with leprosy, nobody will go close to that person. So Baba Amte cured these people through doing lot of medicines, healing them, just putting cream, lotions by his own bare hands. He did not feel dirty, he did not feel scared. He helped these people suffering from leprosy, and also handicapped people, those who cannot walk, those who don't have hands, those who are blind, those who are deaf. So he helped these people, and he showed them, he made them independent. He made them independent and helped them to stand on their own feet. Okay. In this mission, he was helped immensely by his wife Sadhna Tai. So Baba Amte's wife was Sadhna Tai, and she helped him in his work. Okay, so they both worked together. They both worked effortlessly towards these leprosy people and towards these handicapped people. Okay, and they both made them self-dependent. They taught them how to work, they taught them how to earn money, they taught them how to live on, do not depend on anybody for anything. Even if you're handicapped, you can do a lot of things on your own. They built self confidence among these people, which helped them to come out of it with success. So this was the great work which was done by Baba Amte and his wife Sadhna Tai. Everything that we learn is not taught to us by somebody. Yes, whatever we learn, it is not necessary that somebody has, taught us. Okay, we pick up many things through observation and exposure. Easy example I'll give you. You watch movie songs on TV, okay, or you watch songs, you see it twice, you see it thrice, and that song is by hearted. Nobody has taught you, you have just seen it on the TV and you have just heard it twice or thrice, and that song is on your lips, it is by hearted. So nobody has taught you that. So what you have done, you have learned these things through observation. Observation means you have seen that thing and you have heard that thing, that is observation. So when you're observing, because see, any new song comes and you like that song, you play it very loudly, you like its music, you like the hero in it. Okay, so whatever it is, but you learn it through observation. You observe that song carefully, you listen to that song carefully, and then it is by hearted. Nobody has taught you that. Okay, nobody has told you to repeat each line of that song three times or five times. You say that line and then you have learned it. You automatically learn it only by hearing and by through observation. We are influenced by other people around us, just as we are influenced by our friends. So influence means, see, y'all are small, suppose your friend gets a new compost box, a very modern compost box which has buttons, which has a clock on it, it is very very attractive. So even you like to get, even you force your parents that even I want a compost box. Or suppose you like, the way your friend dresses up, or the way your friend whatever talks with you, or what you like, you start liking his or her habit. So you are influenced mostly by your friends. Okay, we meet our neighbors every day for some reason or the other. Yes, neighbors means the people who live close to our house, near to our house, okay, opposite to our house. We come across them every day. Okay, we observe their ways of behaving, speech, and eating habits from up close. Yes, it is not necessary that your neighbors are of the same caste or of the same religion. They may be of different religion, but then you observe them daily because they are just near to you. You know what they are eating every day, you know what language they are talking, and you even pick up those language very fast. So through observation you learn lot of things, not only from your neighbors, but also from your friends and also from people around you. Okay, if people from another place happen to be our neighbors, we naturally get to know about their food and festival, which may be different from us. Yes, suppose your neighbor has come from Kolkata. Okay, he or she knows Bengali to speak, and they speak Bengali at home every day. So when you go to their house, you listen to them speaking Bengali. Even you after some days learn that language, and you start speaking little of Bengali language. So this is the way on through daily observation, and by uh, the habits, the festivals. They celebrate the Durga Puja, they celebrate that Navratri festival with great joy. So that is their main festival. So you come across their festival, you come across their eating habits. Okay, this is how we become familiar with our diversity, and this is how we all are united, even if we are of different religion and caste, and that is the most important thing. Okay, so we are living in a country where we have different religion and caste, but we are united, we love one another, we take care of one another, we care for one another, and we always help them in need. So this is what is unity in diversity. We don't seek the caste, we don't see the religion, we just see that the love and care what has brought us together, and this is the way we have brought up, which is a very good thing. Okay, many of our neighbors know us from childhood. Yes, from the time you were born, your neighbors must be knowing you from the time you were a baby. They too feel affectionate towards us, they treat us like our own child. Okay, they whatever they will bring to eat, if suppose they are going to hotel or they are going to somewhere, they will also take you, because they behave with you like their own child. We learn some good habits from our neighbors too. Yes, neighbors correct us sometimes when we do wrong. How our parents correct us, even they tell us, no, don't do this again. Okay, so they show us, they teach us some good habits too. Our neighbors also influence our upbringing. So along with friends and relatives and parents, neighbors also play a very important part in our upbringing. Okay, children. So children, what we have learned in today's video is, first is we learn many things from our friends and neighbors. Yes, we have learned a lot of things from our friends and neighbors. For example, it may be language, it may be some good habits, it may be the festival, the way they celebrate, some culture, some tradition, which we learn from our friends and neighbors. Next one is, we learn from the conscious efforts taken to make us good people. So conscious efforts made by the people. It can be parents, it can be elders, it can be grandparents, it can be relatives, it can be friends, it can be neighbors, but they are taking conscious efforts to make us good people. And next one is, we also learn through observation and exposure, a very important thing. As I gave you the example of watching a song on the TV or mobile phones, whatever it is, but you observe, you listen, and then the song is by hearted within 3-4 days. So we learn a lot of things through observation and exposure. Okay, so children, I hope you have understood today's video about upbringing. The neighbors, friends, and relatives also help us in our upbringing. They also influence in our upbringing. Okay, thank you children for listening to me carefully. Goodbye. Take